and then I'm going to just ask you questions that I haven't formulated quite yet, and
All right.
then we will just roll with it. Welcome. We are in the Monogram Design Center in downtown Chicago, part of the Merchandise Mart, part of Design Chicago Week. We are thrilled to be here in this crazy cool showroom that has like all the appliances I can't afford, or maybe I can, I just don't know it yet. I'm here with Chef Jon Liddell. Did I get that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He is the executive chef of here, which means they cook with all these amazing appliances, invite people in, and get them super excited about what they're doing there. So welcome, or thank you for taking some time.
Yeah, well, glad to have you.
And I know it's been a busy day for him, so I might as well give you a glass of wine in hand to...
It's the best thing anybody's given me all week.
That's my goal, is to always over-deliver with wine. So we have the Pinot Noir of Monterey County from Todd Hollow, and let's just taste this. This is what we're going to be serving a little bit later to the folks at the Cabernet and Credit event.
I love it. Let's do it. Cheers.
Nothing like a Pinot Noir at, is it noon yet?
It's past noon. We got about 1 o'clock
It's
here
1
in
o'clock.
Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay. You'd be bad if you were in Denver, but
Correct.
Chicago, you're safe.
Or good if we're in Denver. I don't know about how you want to look at that. Real 10 words or less. What does that wine do for you?
You know, I'm not very good at 10 words, but I can give you one description of, if it's noon, it's 1 o'clock, this is what you want to start with, and then move bigger. If you're going home at the end of the evening having a simple meal and it's uncomplicated but very tasty, this is where you want to live too.
Well, there you go. That was definitely more than 10 words, but it was an apt description. And I would put this is a really good wine to understand passive wine cellar displays, which we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to link up a resource on what that means. But it's just a really light, flavorful, fun kind of cocktail wine.
Cocktail wine, it plays nice with light food. If you're not into a big, heavy wine, it plays nice with deep dishes too.
Deep dish.
Or pizza.
Or pizza. I love that you do. All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot before we get into the stuff here. Best deep dish in Chicago?
Giordano's.
Giordano's. Wow,
Yeah.
you went to Pequod's last night.
Yeah, Pequod's is pretty good too.
Okay.
A little secret about Chicago is we don't eat deep dish.
I've heard that, but I don't come here and thin crust I can get in Colorado. I can't get deep dish.
We'll eat it when family and friends are in town because they want it.
So now I feel like the tourist.
Yeah, we can spot you.
First thing I did.
We can spot you a mile away.
Okay. You have a unique chef job in my mind.
100%.
Because you are basically cooking to the delight of people, trying to show them what these cool appliances kind of can do in their kitchen, right? Is that
Truthfully, yeah, absolutely. I'm bringing the appliances to life, really. What I'm doing is not trying to be a salesman. I want to be a chef. I want to show off what I can do. And if it benefits me that the appliances support that, that's great. And that's what I get from Monogram. It's just a truly elevated but 100% supported cooking experience.
All right, so question for you. What if someone, because I joke that I can't afford anything in here because I probably can't, but if someone's like, hey, I'm going to slowly start upgrading, and they decide to pick one or two elements that they want to add in, from a chef's perspective, where should they start?
From a chef's perspective, I think it's first important to understand your cooking style and what you're trying to achieve in your kitchen, really. We all have different ideas of how we use that space. Some of us use the space not to cook it, just to be with our family and to do work with our family. They don't like to cook, so that space needs to be different than somebody that's really serious about cooking. So the first thing I start with is, how do you cook? How do you want to use this space? Because we have an appliance that's for each individual. That doesn't mean each of our appliances is right for that person.
Right.
So I really try to back them into their appliance choice by the demand of that household on the kitchen. If you want a starter piece, that's looking at, well, do you love induction cooking, which a lot of people don't know about, or are you a gas person? And we have a great offering for gas. But
Okay,
first,
so sorry to interrupt.
No.
Induction cooking. Can you give me what is that really briefly?
well, induction cooking is speed cooking. It's fueled by electricity, but it gives you the opportunity to cook with the performance of gas.
Gotcha.
And then in some arenas, surpass the performance of gas.
Gotcha. How does that? So someone like me who butchers every meal I cook at home.
I doubt it.
I use plated. They're meal service. I
So you
follow
got the training
directions.
wheels. You got the training wheels in the kitchen.
How does how does, to me, I'm like, gas is cooking, it's boiling water through metal. How does that make it, why does that change the flavor or the cooking experience compared to an electric range?
I'm not sure I understand that.
Well, everyone says a gas stove is better than...
It's key.
Right.
Okay.
So, to me, I'm like, the dumb guy in me is like, it's just heating up a pot.
Right.
Why does it make a difference when you have gas or compared to like the cheap electric range that you can get at Sears?
Well, when you have a true professional gas range, what you're getting is BTU. You're getting high heat.
Gotcha.
You're getting commercial aspects in a very refined luxury space.
Gotcha.
We don't want to bring the whole commercial experience to your kitchen because it's not comfortable. You do not want that. What we've done is polished edges. What we've done is give you creature comforts that may not relate to your food tasting better, but it sure relates to you having a more luxurious experience and supported experience cooking in the kitchen. So
Gotcha.
I think, for a gas consumer, there's nothing wrong with a great gas cooktop at a high performance level. But what it doesn't give you is easy cleanability.
Gotcha.
When we start talking about pro ranges in a residential kitchen, you still have some of those issues of you can make a good mess in the kitchen. And
which I always do.
Right, and then a consumer like you, I would try to educate you about induction, because whether you make one egg over easy perfectly or you break 30 dozen eggs all over the cooktop, your cleanup is 30 seconds.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. All right, what is your favorite piece of equipment in this design center?
My favorite piece of equipment, we often talk about hero products and what's the hero of your kitchen. And everyone's kitchen can be different. It may be the refrigerator. If you think about the dollar amount that goes in and out of your refrigerator throughout the year, there may not be anything else in your life that you put more money into. You should call it a vault, really, because you're keeping most of your income in there at one time or another. So for me, a lot of times, a hero product is the refrigeration. And it's a hero product because is it storing my food properly? It's all about storage. When we talk about wine, it's about storage. When we talk about food, I need to make sure that the ethylene gases are getting scrubbed out. I need to make sure that it's properly lit and things are zoned differently so I can control the humidity of it. And our new column refrigeration hits that on the head of every single aspect every time. So that for me is my hero product. If I had to pick a cooking hero product, right now it's my pizza oven. We have the first residential pizza oven that preheats to 1300 degrees on the top stone or the top dome and 675 degrees on the bake stone in 20 minutes.
And you're going to cook a pizza from that for our demonstration a little bit.
Absolutely.
That I am excited. And it's not going to be deep dish.
It's not going to be deep dish. We're going to be more Neapolitan style. Maybe we'll let you cook one.
That's scary, and if you do that, then people are not going to enjoy the experience as much as if you're cooking it.
We'll do the like the Martha Stewart, Julia Childs thing, where you put it in and I pull another one out from somewhere else.
Okay, fair. We'll do that, and we'll make it look real. All right, last question. You're at home. Mm-hmm. You're not here.
Yeah.
What's your go-to thing to make for yourself?
It's funny, as a chef, we find ourselves wanting to cook sometimes, and then we make the meal and we realize that we just wanted to cook that. It's not really what we wanted to eat, and I ran into that the other day. But one thing I did this past weekend, and temperatures are changing, and just all week I had just this craving for chicken and dumplings. Just a really good chicken and dumplings with maybe a little twist on it. I put a little lemon peel into the gravy, and then do a little truffle dumpling on there. I lean on some of those comfort foods, and like anybody else, we're busy chefs. So if I can make a big batch of something and eat it for a couple of days, I'm a happy camper.
Well, I think I had chicken and dumplings recently too. I definitely called and ordered and had delivered to my house. Just a little bit different.
Probably the same.
Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your very busy day. Design Chicago is a cool event. I know that you'll be seeing this after it happens, but come next year if you're in the interior design, architecture, professional world, because it's just cool to see all these products and these people making the products come to life.
Absolutely, and if you're in the Chicago area, stop by the Monogram Design Center at the Merchandise Mart. We'd love to host you and treat you the same way we're going to treat Jacob.
And he'll cook a pizza for you.
I will, maybe more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Painless.
How'd we do?
I think we got enough content.